What's up, guys? Derek here with Tap and Turn Gaming, coming at you today with an EDH deck tech. I'm going to do things a little differently. Usually when it's one of our own personal decks, we have the cards in front of us. But this is a deck I'm just starting to build, so I just put the list together so we can check it out. But this is going to be for my Meriek Ri Berit deck, aka the Dirty Rotten Slut. I call her the Dirty Rotten Slut because she likes to play with all the boys. She does. And basically her milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and then she's going to kill them. So basically the idea of the deck is to be able to steal a lot of my opponent's creatures, use them against my opponent, and then have my opponent have almost no threats left and me just be able to swing in with their creatures. So I'm just going to go over the deck. It's not really a budget deck. It's not really a full throttle deck, I guess you could say. My land base is still pretty basic. Overall, the deck itself is still pretty basic, as it's not 100% yet. But this is just my starting point of 99 cards, and I'll make changes from there. But I'd really just want to get this out there and try to get some info or insight from the community as to what you guys think I should and shouldn't be running. So let's start with the general. She is a 3-cost, 1/1. Black, blue, white is her mana cost, being those 3 costs. And she is a human. I believe she is a human wizard now, but her, the only one she has is the original one, so she's just a human. But she is Meriek Ri Berit, doesn't untap during your untap step. And you can tap her to gain control of target creature for as long as you control her. And then if she leaves play or becomes untapped, you destroy that creature and it can't be regenerated. So she has a pretty potent ability with any kind of untap effects. And that'll really be what makes her powerful, is being able to untap her and to steal more stuff. Because when you untap her, you kill a creature. So let's go over the deck itself. I'm going to start with the lands. We've got a Bojuka Bog, Emeria the Sky Ruin, Halimar Depths, 12 islands, 11 plains, and 12 swamps. Again, the mana base is still pretty basic, as I haven't gotten all the duels and the whatnots that I want to run in here. But generally what I run for my mana base is the Gain Life lands from Khans, the Karoo lands from Ravnica, the Guild Gates, the Shock lands, and usually the Pain lands. I usually don't run the filters because they're too expensive, or fetches because they're so expensive, so that's usually my mana base, but it's not quite done yet. Now I'm going to go with my sorceries. Crooks of Fate, Day of Judgment, Demonic Collusion, Diabolic Revelation, Diabolic Tutor, End Hostilities, Increasing Ambition, Stolen Identity, and Wrath of God. So basically, as you can see, these cards are all either sweepers or tutors, and that's really where they are, except for Stolen Identity. Because if I'm going to clone my opponent's creatures, or steal my opponent's creatures, I might as well clone them anyways. And then if I steal enough of their creatures and have a clear board, I attack with the creature with Stolen Identity. It ciphers and just takes me straight to Value Town. Now we're going to look at the enchantments and then my instants. So my enchantments are Aura of Dominion, Crab Umbra, Debtor's Knell, Dictate of Erebos, Freed from the Real, Grave Pact, Luminarch Ascension, Martyr's Bond, Mind Over Matter, Oversold Cemetery, Palace Siege, Penum's Aura, and Thassa's Ire. So as you can see from my my enchantments, what I'm basically going for is a lot of my enchantments will untap my creatures or untap target creature, and then if one of my creatures dies, my opponent has to sacrifice a creature also, or things like my Oversold Cemetery and my Palace Siege to get back whatever's in the graveyard. To keep reusing my stuff. So basically I want to kill all theirs and win the war of attrition slowly. And then for instance, I'm running Capsize, Cyclonic Rift, and Supplant Form. Not really anything too outstanding there, just normal tech stuff. For my creatures, Bloodgift Demon, Captain of the Watch, Clone, Deadeye Navigator, Evil Twin, Fate Stitcher, Grave Titan, Karmic Guide, Knight Captain of Eos, Phyrexian Metamorph, Rune-Scarred Demon, Sakashima the Imposter, Sakashima's Student, Sidisi Undead Vizier, Sidisi's Faithful, Vesuvian Shapeshifter, and Viscera Seer. So I'm going to go over why I ran a lot of the creatures, because I think I have some oddball choices in there, but basically Viscera Seer is in there, so once I steal my opponent's creatures and I've done using it, I can sacrifice it, get a value off the scry, and their creature's dead. Vesuvian Shapeshifter is just a clone. Sidisi's Faithful, because I will steal my opponent's creature, and then I will play Sidisi's Faithful, exploit their creature, and then let me bounce another creature. That's pretty good value. especially since I can return Sidisi's Faithful to my hand and be able to reuse that when I steal their next creature. Then we have Sidisi Undead Vizier, 5 cost 4/6 with Death Touch. When I exploit a creature, I can tutor for any card. That is a really powerful ability, especially when I'm exploiting my opponent's creatures. Then we have Sakashima and Sakashima, the 2 clones. Runescar Demon for the tutor, Phyrexian Metamorph for the clone. Knight Captain is mostly in there for the fog, just basically for the fog. Karmic Guide for the res, Grave Titan because he has just great value, Fate Stitcher for the untap, Evil Twin to be able to kill one of their creatures, Deadeye Navigator because he's awesome. Then we have your basic clone, Captain of the Watch because he brings some tokens, and Bloodgift Demon because of the value town. And then lastly I have my artifacts. So we have Altar of Dementia, so I can sacrifice my opponent's creatures and make them mill. Ashnod's Altar, sack my opponent's creatures for mana. Then we have Mana Rock, Mana Rock, Mana Rock, the 3 Azorius Mana Rocks. Then we have Carnage Altar, sacrifice their creature and draw a card. Conjurer's Closet to flicker the creature because if I steal my opponent's creature and flicker him with this Conjurer's Closet, it specifically says to return him to the battlefield under my control. So then they flicker out, they come back in, now they're technically a new creature, so if Merieke untaps, they actually don't die now, which is really, really powerful because I can use her with this to steal their guys permanently. Then we have the 3 Dimir Mana Rocks. Illusionist Bracers because you throw that on Merieke, and then when you tap her, you're stealing 2 guys. That is really fun. Obelisk of Esper. Then we have Ojutai Monument, the 3 Orzhov Mana Rocks. Then we have the Salungar Monument. Thornbite Staff is really, really fantastic because I can tap Merieke, steal your guy, sacrifice your guy to one of my many sack effects, and Thornbite Staff is going to cause her to untap, so I'm going to be able to steal your entire board instantly. And Umbral Mantle. And that's pretty much it right there. Pay 3 mana to be able to untap Merieke. Where this comes into play really nicely is I play Merieke, I tap her, steal one of your guys, have the Umbral Mantle on her, and then I sacrifice your creature to Ashnod's Altar for 2 mana. I invest the 1 additional mana to the Umbral Mantle, so I have 3 mana, and I can untap her and give her a +2/+2. So with that, for every one of your guys I steal, I invest 1 more mana and I can steal another guy, and all the while she gets a +2/+2. So if I do that 6 times, investing only 6 of my mana, killing 6 of your guys, she gets a +6/+6. Now I can swing with my 7/7 general and actually almost go, that's 1/3 of your commander point life with her. That's pretty impressive. So that's basically the deck. It's still in the more or less beginning phase. But then we have my mana base pretty evenly spread out. As you can see, my colors are pretty fair. I have a lot of artifacts because of the fact that I'm running so many Mana Rocks, but that's because I want to be able to cast her and recast her and recast her because I know she will definitely be a target. And then we have my mana costs. They really hover around 3 and 5 mostly. Average cost of the deck according to TCG is $120. And then we have an average converted mana cost of 3.75 with the 100 cards being 99 in the general. But yeah, that is my Meriek Ri Berit Dirty Rotten Slut deck. I'd love to hear you guys' feedback on some things I could add. It was sort of a deck that I've wanted to build for a little while. I have 2 other Esper decks, so I kind of put it off to the side as I do have Zur and Sharoom. So but it is a deck I am, really, really moving forward with building slowly. It's probably my 3rd deck. I have an addiction to building decks, so I'm currently building 2 other decks. Once they're done, this will be the one that I build next. But yeah, this is Derek with Tap and Turn Gaming. I hope you enjoy the deck. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'd love to hear some feedback. Thanks a lot.